Hi everyone, it's Giselle with a message for today. I know I haven't been on YouTube for quite some time now, and the energies have been up and down. The reason why I just felt quite stuck and unable to put any messages out there is because with all of my videos, I intend to give some sort of healing energy, some sort of inspiration, and I haven't felt very inspired because, as many of you will know, when you yourself are a light worker or an empath or both, you pick up on the collective energy, and the world has collectively been very anxious and very scared. So for me, it's been quite tough to keep myself in my own energy. So, yeah, that's why I've not put anything out there. But thank you to everybody who's been checking in on me. I still have been doing readings, although I must admit I am, again, a little bit behind on my regular schedule, but try my best to get through this as quickly as I can. I've had other projects and things, and sadly also had a bit of an accident a couple of weeks back, which I'm still healing from, which is utterly crazy to me. It happened on the 25th of Feb, Pancake Day. And still to this day, I'm still feeling the bruises, the pain from that accident. But I won't get into it because I don't want to bring people down. But yeah, it's like life has presented a huge upheaval, tower moment for the collective. And I want to just discuss today the importance of our roles as light workers. We have the power to help remotely in our own homes, but the power to assist the collective at this time. And in doing so, we will help to lighten their energy and also lighten our own, because every time we don't even have to tune in, we just feel it. I just wake up and I just wake up to a very surreal feeling of, gosh, is this life now? Is this what the world is? Like, it's so unbelievable. It's so far removed from my world, from my universe, from what I know, that it is quite it feels quite disorienting. So I asked for 2 cards to help today. What energies did the universe want us to tap into? And here I have obsidian and I have kyanite. And they kind of serve a similar purpose, although they look, different in colors. The obsidian is for unblocking, and the kyanite is for cutting cords. So we have to continuously cut off any energies that are bringing us down. Because I was walking through town today to just get some few essentials to, things that I would ordinarily get. I can't speak. Ordinarily get anyway. But of course, with things not being very known, I thought, well, I best get them in now. It was just simple things, really, like contact lens solution, and of course, I don't want to be out of that at any critical point. And I don't see the point in going crazy either. Like last time I went into the pharmacy, I saw people with carts full of hand soap. I'm thinking, wow, you're not going to be using 15 bottles. Surely you can spare a few for other people. So what we're here to do is cut off that kind of energy through the kyanite. Kyanite's energy is to cut cords with what's negative, cut cords with what doesn't belong in your world, in your energy, and then to help unblock you energetically through the energy of obsidian, to help you release and be free from all that you're picking up from the collective. Because even just walking through town, people aren't smiling. They are looking worried, looking somber. A lot of places that would have given them a bit of an escape, like tea rooms and restaurants, they're all starting to close down. And nobody knows how long this is going to be for. I keep asking for guidance on this. How long are we going to need to do this? But at this point, I'm not really being given any definite numbers that I can work with. So I guess it's kind of leaving it to the universe to show when we are ready to receive new information. But what we can do in the meantime here, just as these two cards show, is we can help to unblock any stuck negative energies and old programming, and then cut the cords off of things that are energetically not needed on this planet. And it's not just doing it for yourself, although you definitely should and can, but it's in meditation, and you don't have to spend a ton of time if you don't have the time, or you're just, quite tired. But I would say, please, if you can, and I know many of you are able to help, because I have so many clients that are Reiki healers, energy healers, life coaches, psychic readers yourself. You are, there's so many of you that are so light and so full of love. And yes, this twin flame journey has been trying and hard, and a lot of you feel very drained with just that. But we need you at this time to really help with, when you're in meditation, maybe spend, 2 to 5 minutes. If maybe even if you're not able to, a minute each morning or evening before you go to bed, and just imagine your love energy, coming in from your crown, from the divine coming into your crown, a white, beautiful, loving light that cleanses your body, unblocks your stuck energies, and cuts your cords with things that no longer need to be there, and then send the intention out to everyone on this planet that needs that intentionally for them to happen too, because they can't do it on their own. And then beam that through your heart center out with that intention, and just say the words, "It is done." And that's really all you need to do. But I thought it's important to put that message out there, because I myself have felt really stuck. I'm not here to pretend to be any more than who I am right now. And right now, I felt stuck. I felt confused. I went shopping with my friend, and I came home. And because the energy in the supermarket was so down and draining, I actually cried for the first time in a long time. And I didn't even know why. It's like I have all the supplies I need. I have food for a few weeks. I have all my necessities. My business is still open. I'm still working, at the bank. Haven't been told anything that should make me afraid. Why am I crying? And then I realized it's letting go and releasing the energy that I picked up whilst I was out. There was so much anxiety from my friend, anxiety from people at the supermarket. We were listening to a program on the radio. I don't normally do that because I like to not entertain any sort of media. I only entertain it as little as possible, because I live in the belief that anything essential will find its way through to me, either through family, friends, or whomever. Someone will deliver me what I need to know at the right time. I don't need to be constantly tuned in and plugged into the collective anxiety that the media is portraying. But we were listening to this radio program where there was a psychiatrist or psychologist, sorry, who was giving people help on their mental health at this time. Oh, so yeah, that's why I came home and I just cried, and I didn't feel like it was for me. You know, when your sadness belongs to you, you absolutely know. But this was not my sadness. This was a sadness that I've picked up. And this is why we are so needed at this time. If you feel that this is for you and that you can help even 1 minute a day in meditation to send love, to cut the cords that are no longer needed and to unblock the energies that are no longer serving, please do that for yourself and send out that intention to the world so that whomever is in need will pick it up. You don't have to go through a list one by one and send intentions to every separate person, but just collectively send it out. Just imagine the planet wrapped up in love, and also that all the cords that no longer belong to the planet, you know, the cords of angst, of fear, of depression, of uncertainty, see those cords being sliced off, and for the planet to be freed and unblocked from that type of energy. Even if you're not a practicing healer or Reiki master, or, you know, even if you're just interested or maybe just curious, you can do this too. Anyone and everyone who feels this in their heart, please do this to help, because collectively, although we may be a smaller group than the larger collective, we are still a group. Every single one of you who's drawn to this video, you are so able to help. And I believe that collectively we can help. You know, I am not usually an anxious person. I'm not usually a fearful person, but to be in that energy, it's really been heavy. And I feel for everyone. And if you are an empath yourself, you will know how tough that is, you know, to just feel in to people's pain. But that's why we're here, to transmute that. I keep having to do that for myself. I think it really started kicking off here I think it was Thursday, Friday of last week, when things were really starting to feel heavy. I've had to do that every single day, more than ever, cutting it off, releasing it, transmuting it into love and spreading the love. But it has also sent me into a bit of a confused time with my channel, and I thought for a time, shall I just continue on talking about the twin flame journey? But then it's hard because people have also been contacting me, saying, you know, why don't they get in touch during this difficult time? And there are different reasons for different situations. It's hard to kind of say in general why that is, because every situation is unique. And so everyone will have a bit of a different reason. But I feel going forward I will jump back into the twin flame journey, because that's essentially what my channel is, and that's what people come to my channel for, even in these uncertain times, you know. I'm sure you don't want to just be hearing about that, what's going round, being repeated on every channel that you go to. So I guess I will resume some sort of normal scheduling as much as I can. But what I also wanted to mention, and this is something a client of mine sent through via text, is an inspiring message about now is a time for us to truly live in our bliss, to create a serene space for ourselves. Because yes, the larger collective may be in a very dark space at the moment, but we are part of the collective. And if we can shine our light as bright as possible through living in our bliss, through maybe reading inspiring poetry or doing something that makes our heart sing. I know many of you are artists and musicians. If you can tap into your bliss through creating something from the heart, then that is going to spread throughout the collective. Because if you can imagine, if the collective is a whole collection of light bulbs and only 2 or 3 are on at the moment, those 2 or 3 light bulbs can still be infectious in a positive way and can still spread the light to inspire the other light bulbs to shine in whatever way you can. Maybe you're really good at making art and you just want to make a very inspiring, heartwarming art piece and put healing intent into it and pop that on your Instagram. You know, that can do so much. I mean, I think I may do that because I've been doing that for private clients. I've been drawing inspiring art pieces and sending it to them depending on what healing they want. I put my energy healing into the artwork. I think I might actually find some time. Don't hold me to that, but this is one of my intentions anyway, is when I have some time to do so, I'm going to create an art piece. It may not be the most elaborate masterpiece in the world, but it will have the healing intentions and the energies that will help when people look at it to heal their heart. And if you can do that through whatever means, through a poem, through music, through a piece of writing, anything, then that will help to contribute so much too, because it's going to give you healing as you are releasing your creative energies, and it will heal people who come in contact who are drawn to viewing what it is that you are doing. So, yeah, I would say, do that, and show the world what you can do with your positivity and your light. So live in your bliss as much as you can. Create that peaceful little space for yourself, and from that space, send the intention out to the world that everyone who needs it can draw from that and can create that for themselves too. I hope that this message has helped at least one of you during this difficult time. And I'm sending love and positivity to everyone who needs it right now. And also, I've started to do more promotions for smaller packages for people, because I feel at this time, you know, I still want to continue on doing my services, but I also want to make it a bit easier for people to access if they found it hard, particularly now that maybe, you know, financially things may be changing a little bit as well. I'm also going to be adding an extra promotion because I've done, what have I done? Reduced packages for healings, readings, and channeled messages. But I've also discovered that a lot of my clients like to text me questions every now and again with the text bundles. So I normally do a 3 for 2 permanent offer on text bundles anyway. So you buy 3 text bundles for the price of 2. What I'm going to do is half that until the end of this month, and I'll review whatever promotions I can in April. But until the end of the month, what I'm going to do is give you the opportunity to buy 15 questions at 33% off, rather than, you know, having to invest in 30 questions. So if that's helpful to you, then please follow the link in the description box. I'm also going to pop it as a separate post on my community page in case you wanted to access that there. But thank you all so very much for your patience with me during this time. I know my work has been, I've had a bit of a backlog again. And certainly my videos have been quite sparse, but thank you all for sticking with me. Thank you all for your positive words of encouragement. For those of you who contacted me during this time, thank you so very much. And I'm sending you love because you absolutely deserve everything your heart desires. And I know that together we can definitely help to shift the collective energies into a much better and brighter place. So thank you all for watching. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.